and welcome back to my channel, Sensibly Frugal Living. Today we're going to have a little chat about frugality no longer being a lifestyle choice per se, but a necessity. I've been frugal out of necessity for many years, mainly after I had my daughter, because we went to a single income household and I just had to make ends meet. And that sparked me to start my Instagram and then my YouTube channel, because I wanted to share tips for people who may be in the same situation as me. Even now, with two of us working, I work part-time, we still have to be frugal out of necessity. And I think that's the same for a lot of people, especially since the cost of living crisis. People are nowhere near thriving. They are barely surviving. There was definitely such a stigma around frugal living and people thinking people were cheapskates or tight, but that is definitely not what it's about. Frugality is making every penny work for you, knowing where your money's going. When you make purchases, you don't want to buy cheap, buy twice. And I think that's changed a lot, especially around sustainable living, buying secondhand. There used to be a really big stigma, people turning their nose up at secondhand items, and now we're seeing a big turnaround. And that's purely because frugality has become a necessity for so many people. When working people are having to use food banks, there is something wrong. There is something wrong with that country. I'm not going to get too political because I tend to get an influx of comments when I get too political, but I do want to say that money is political. When there is at least 2,565 food banks operating in the UK, something is very, very wrong. And my heart breaks for people who cannot put their heating on because they're worried about the cost, who don't know how they're going to feed their children. My heart absolutely breaks. I've received messages on Instagram of people asking me for extreme budget meals, and I'm going to say the same thing to them as I'm saying to you right now. If you are in that situation, please turn to your food banks. If you're not sure how, contact a healthcare official, contact an MP, contact the church, and also if you're struggling with debt, please contact a debt charity such as Step Change, who may be able to help you. As you can see, I'm very passionate about that, and I just wanted to say my piece, and I will leave links to the food bank, the Trussell Trust Food Bank, and Step Change in the description box. So what can we actually do now that frugality is a necessity? We can build community, we can help one another, whether that is in our personal lives or on social media. We can share tips, we can not judge, we can offer advice if it's requested. Don't force your advice on people. But yeah, we need to help each other. We need to get back into the mindset of having a village, whether that be friends, family, social media. We need to just be there for one another. And with Christmas approaching, now's a brilliant time to start, especially if you're like me and you have children who want to donate toys. I'm currently going through my gift stash and taking out things that I'm not really going to use to donate to a local toy drive for people who want Christmas presents for their children but can't afford them. Even something small like putting one item in a donation box in the supermarket for the food bank every time you do your shop would be greatly, greatly appreciated. So how can we help here at Sensibly Frugal Living? Of course, I'm going to continue to share my tips and tricks with you, but as I always say on my videos, please feel free to comment any advice, any tips that you may have that are relevant to the video. There may be someone who will find your tips super helpful, and it's opening up dialogue and communication between you guys as well as me, and we can create a safe, non-judgmental space on this channel to help everybody get through this cost of living crisis and the struggle at the moment, because the struggle is real. And if there's video content you particularly are interested in or something you'd like me to look into, please drop me a comment or head over and message me on Instagram or shoot me an email, and I'll definitely look into it. So I know this video got a bit deep, but the message is really important. And if you're still here, thank you for sticking with me. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.